Hi loves, and welcome to today's video of Vlogmas. So about literally a week ago from today, I turned 22. And I just thought that those are many years on earth, if we're being very honest. I've really tried. I have survived for quite a while. Quite a few things I've picked up on my time here. And I thought I'll just share some of the lessons I've learned, some of my life lessons. And also remind myself of a few of these things, and also to reflect a little later. So I hope some of these may speak to you in some way. But yeah, let's just get right into it. 22 lessons I've learned at 22. Let's get it. Number one is seek you first the kingdom of God. In other words, just put God first. I feel like even though 22 is not a lot, I have really seen a lot. I've seen a lot on this earth, hey? And what's really kept me going is putting God first. There's nothing I regret more than making decisions that don't include God, than trying anything on my own, than ditching God in my plans. There's nothing I ever regret more than that. So one will always be to put God first and seek first His kingdom, and then the other stuff will come at its own pace. The second one is to be kind always. This is a motto that I continue to remind myself and try my best to live by. Kindness goes such a long way. You don't know what your kind word or your kind action will do to the person besides you. And something else I learned about kindness is it always comes back. Sorry for the light switching. There's natural light on that side. Anyway, kindness always comes back, tenfold in my opinion. So yes, being kind has opened doors for me. Being kind has really made my life easier. So that's a very big thing for me. I'm going to continue to preach it to myself, to remind myself and to everyone around me. Just be kind. Be kind always. Be kind always. Number 3 is to trust your instincts. There's nothing, there's no time I have ignored my instincts, and it's worked out for me. Not even one. That tiny voice inside of you, that tiny voice, just listen. Just listen. When you have a gut feeling that something is bad for you, don't second guess it. Just listen. I've learned to always listen to that little voice inside me. When something feels fishy, when something feels odd, I will always say it. And I will always, now even with my friends, I'm very vocal, and my family as well. When I feel like something just isn't right in my heart, I'm just like, no, I don't know. But something just don't feel right. Something feels scary. And sometimes I could be wrong. But more often than not, trusting the instinct takes me further than ignoring it. Almost every time. I think it's every time. Just that sometimes I'm just scared and I take my fear as instinct. But next is, I love this one. Number 4 is love your body where it is. So a lot of my life I struggled with my body, struggled with accepting how I looked. I wanted to look a certain type of way body-wise. I wanted a certain kind of waist, a certain kind of proportion around my body, and it had me in a bad state, in a constant state of, is this love a word? In a constant state where I did not love myself because of how I looked, and even when I would work out and do the diets, it meant nothing to me because I didn't love my body. And what I've learned is loving your body where it is, before even choosing to work out or change it, is very, very important. It's the first step to your fitness journey, to your self-love journey. You have to love yourself where you are. So for me, I have learned to always love my body where it is. If I'm at a state where I'm a little chubbier than normal, like right now, I've learned to love myself in that state too. If I'm at a state where I am looking better than ever and these clothes are just holding me how they should, I love myself there too. And loving myself there doesn't take away from the love I had for myself before. Loving my body where it is just pushes me to want to even have it better. So yeah, love your body where it is. Next is travel. Nothing fills your cup like travel, like experiencing new cultures, experiencing new environments, it does something to your mind, it does something to your heart, it does something to you. I for one never take down an opportunity to travel ever, um, ever, and I think it's a good thing, and I'm happy with where travel has taken me, what travel has done for me, and with how much more travel I want to do. So if you get a chance, travel, 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 travel. Don't let your mind be stuck in this cocoon of where you're from, of what you know, what you believe. Travel. Physically, I was not going to traveling in other ways, but like let's just swap on this one for now. Travel, travel, travel. Next is number 6. Oh, number 6 is it's darkest before dawn. This is just to remind you that it's always darkest before the good stuff happens. It is always darkest before the good stuff happens, and that's a non-negotiable. This year I've had a few very dark moments, and in my past as well, I've had some very dark moments, and it's always darkest before the sun comes out. And when you're in the dark place, you forget. You tend to forget, but just know that it's always darkest before it's dawn. It's a lesson I've learned, and even when things are not looking up for me, I remind myself that hey, it's always darkest before dawn. And even today, I was hearing someone say that you need bad days. You need to experience bad days so that you can enjoy the fullness of the good days. So, always darkest before dawn. Don't give up. Don't give up hope. The next one is smile more. Smiling does something to you and to others. Yeah, smile more. I don't know what more to add to that. I've just learned that smiling more makes my life more colorful and makes the life of the people around me more colorful. So I smile more, and you should smile more too. Next is do not focus on what others think. This is something I am learning every day. I grew up in the not public eye, but like relatively public eye, where my every move was being observed, not through social media, but if you know me in real life, you know what I'm saying. So I grew up in like a relatively public eye, and that's trained me to always like be on the lookout for what others are thinking. That with every move I make, what is it? What perception am I giving people? What are they thinking as I do this? What will doing this make people think? And I've had to unlearn it as life has gone on. And it's a hard thing to unlearn, really, especially when you've like programmed your mind in a certain way. But I've enjoyed unlearning it. The less I care what people think, the more I'm able to be fully myself. As long as you're not hurting anybody, what people think is really none of your business. And it actually promotes a happier life, in my opinion. So I'm constantly reminding myself to not care what others think. And many times I still fall into the trap. Very many times I still fall into the trap. But I am, again, constantly reminding myself to not care what others think. Yeah. Oh, I like this one. Number 9, we have be intentional with your company. I think that's been something I've done for most of my life. I have always believed in quality over quantity. Well, not always, but like for a long while, I've been more of the quality over quantity. But I have 5 solid friends than 20 snakes in my circle, and it's always paid off. So being intentional with my company is choosing who I choose, deciding who I choose. I'm saying the same word over and over again, is being very intentional with who I choose to surround myself with, whose energy I choose to be around. Yeah, very intentional with it. It will really help you in the long run. In terms of chasing your goals, in terms of trying to better yourself, be intentional with who you surround yourself with. It will really help you progress. All the scriptures and quotes they say about you're your company, or show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are is very, very, very true. So surround yourself with good people. Be very intentional with your company. And on that same note, make new friends. That's number 10. I used to be so closed off. I was like, I have this friend, someone I'm going to die with, period. But like, especially this year, I've made so many new friends and I've not regretted any bit of it. There's so much to learn from so many people, and I'm still very intentional with the friends I make, but I've made so many new friends and I love it here. So even as the years are gonna go on, I'm hoping to make many more new friends, many new people to love on. So yeah, make new friends, make new friends, make new friends. Have more light come your way. Yeah, making new friends has actually brought me more light into my life. Oh, that's so special. From a friend watching this, I love you. Next, number 11 is prioritize your physical health. This year I got sick very many times, but the worst one was when I got coronavirus. And I thought I was gonna die, Hakim. Also, I'm very dramatic, so like, of course I thought I was going to die. But your health is your wealth. When your health is down, there's nothing you can do about it. I'll never forget, when I got COVID, I was in the middle of my bag of my money, but I couldn't do anything. I couldn't work, and it only took me out for like 1 to 2 weeks. I was very blessed that it was not a serious case on my end, but it just reminded me that I need to prioritize my physical health. So what I eat, I've not been the crazy dietitian I used to be, nutritionist who tell you all to eat your greens. I decided to live life a bit because you never know you're good at tomorrow. But still with that, having some time for fruits and veggies and my greens, in prioritizing my, I swear to God, those children, in prioritizing my physical health. That also means working out. I have not been the best steward of my body in the last like 2-3 months, but every time I work out, I just feel better, I look better, I am better. So yeah, and then the next one is prioritize my mental health. You guys know about my mental health journey. We've come a long way from throwing away antidepressants to where we are now. Always prioritize your mental health. I feel like once you spend time with yourself enough, you learn your patterns. I always know when I'm going down. The first sign of me going down a hill is my room gets bloody messy, blood clot messy. Like, you can't find anything anywhere. And at that point, I normally know that, okay, things are getting off. My sleep schedules become terrible. I want to sleep all day or I can't sleep at all. And now I know the patterns. When that happens, I will take time off. I will slow down. I will choose to love on me. I will choose to take care of me. I keep telling my partner that I am like a flower. I'm fragile. So I also have to keep reminding myself that I am fragile and I need to take care of myself. And that's my mental health as well. Even when I'm trying to chase the bag, trying to chase everything, I can't do that if my mental health is not okay. So I'm learning to constantly prioritize it and look after myself. Even when I don't want to, even when it's inconveniencing to take care of myself, I have to. And yeah, prioritize your mental health. Number 13 is to always let them know you love them. In the 22 years, I have lost a few special people in my life. And my biggest regret every time is I wish they knew how much I loved them. Whenever someone passes on, all I say is I wish they knew how much I really loved them. I wish I said it more. So before waiting for that opportunity to have to say it more, before I wait for the opportunity where I cannot say it more, where I can't say anything, where time is up, I'm learning to always tell them I love them. So with many of my friends, I would always end the call with I love you. With my family as well. Even with the house help, I won't tell her I love you, but every day when she leaves this house, I always tell her, Asante, thank you for your work. Now, like, I like people to know that I appreciate them and I love them, and I want to be very intentional with that, because there's nothing worse than when time is up and you can't do it anymore. So always let them know you love them. Don't be shy when you're a guy watching this. Let them know you love them. Tell your bros. Number 14 is let go of grudges. I don't think I'm really one to keep grudges. Surely I get, like, I catch feelings. I catch feelings for sure. But like, I can't hold a grudge for long. It's gonna go like a month and I'm like, okay, I miss them and like I forgive them. It's not a big deal. Maybe it might be very hurtful and they decide I want space, but I don't like to hold grudges. It only hurts me, doesn't hurt the other person. Also life is so short. So I'm learning not to hold grudges. If I decide maybe someone is not good for me and I do not want them in my life anymore, as harsh as that has come out, it is always with love. You know, it's never going to be I hate you, get out of my life forever, and I'm always thinking of how they need revenge from me. Forgive, don't hold grudges. It only weighs you down. It's a sickness that only will kill the person who has it, not the one who you're trying to fight. So, let go of grudges, don't hold them. This is such a wholesome video, gosh. Next. Number 15 is you will never outgrow pink. I thought I would. I have not yet outgrown pink. This is a very personal one to me, personal life lesson. This year it was so funny because I had a whole ridiculous party as usual, and my dress code was all old Hollywood, and I saw this black dress I loved, and I wanted to purchase it, but something wasn't right. Then I went back on that guy's page, then I saw the pink dress, and I said, you know what? I'm fine with who I am. I'm a pink girl, and that's okay. I also just want to like note that I will not outgrow pink, and that's okay. And I'd love to watch this when I'm a bit older and see if I outgrew pink. Chances are slim to none. But I'd like to see. Older Karen, if you're watching this, let me know, did you outgrow pink? I'd love to know that. Next is literally my mantra. Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 7. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. This is a lot about not taking life into your own hands. Sorry about that. My card went full. What did I say? Oh yeah, Proverbs 3 verse 5 to 7. I've tried to take charge of my life a few times. It's like every 3 years, I will be like, you know what? I think I can handle this now. Gotta take a break, and it always backfires. I have had many thoughts of how my life would go, and it's not gone that way. And it's nothing I regret, by the way. I was even sharing with my sister the other day that where I am now, Karen from 12 months ago would have never imagined she would be here. Literally just a year ago, Karen didn't think she'd be doing what she's doing now, where she is now. So as much as I have my 5-year plan and I have my goals and I have something I'm working towards, I know it's not in my hands, and I have let go and I'm okay with that. And there's so much peace with that. If you're struggling with your future and all that, there's so much peace in not having to worry about your own life, knowing someone else has it in hand and he has the whole world in his hands. So if he's got your life, you're fine. So yeah, that's why that's my mantra, because I've tried to hold my life in my own hands and it's not gone well. So I just choose to trust and let the current flow, let it flow how it shall. Yeah. Oh, the next one is a difficult one. Don't be afraid of failure. Sorry guys, my hair it has shrunk in one day, so I'm not doing well right now. Anyway, don't be afraid of failure. I know very many people, including myself at some point, if I was asked what my biggest fear was, it was failure. No one likes to fail. Personally, I do not like to fail. I hate to fail. But what I've learned through the years is failure sometimes is just a lesson. When you fail, you just learn a new way how not to do it. When you fail at something, you're one step closer to achieving it. So I'm learning not to be so afraid of failure. It's hard, and I have to continue reminding myself. But I feel like the fear of failure is such a big bondage that keeps you from moving forward and doing great things. So I am working on not being afraid of failure. I'm learning that failure is only a lesson. Turn your failure into lessons, and you will grow. So right besides that is take calculated risks. When I turned 18, one of my cousins told me that, Karen, now you're 18, you need to learn to say yes more. Say yes to opportunities. Say yes to things that you wouldn't have ever said yes to. Just say yes and try it. And that does not mean be reckless. That is why I put the word calculated there, so that you don't say Karen is here asking you to be reckless. Calculated risks. This means that take risks. Jump off that cliff. I'm not saying like die, but like jump off into the water, run that extra mile, try that new skill, test your limits. Come on, take calculated risks. Life is for living. My dad always tells me you'll never get out of it alive, so you might as well have fun. So yes, I've learned to take calculated risks. Not all my risks are fully calculated. Some are just risky, and that's okay too. As I said, we're not afraid of failure. It's lessons we learn. So yeah. Next we have make use of the talents you have. We all have talents, and most of us know our talents. And I, for one, was running away from them for a long time because I thought, but I can do more. I should be able to do more. Long story short, I've ended up exactly where most people had suggested I do, with the talents I have. And here I am. But it's better to be very skilled at your craft than try many different things. I'm saying this as God's already given you. If you don't believe in God, you already have something in you that is just you, that you are good at, that you're inherently good at. It always needs, of course, sharpening of the skills, but there's something you're already just good at. I hate these neighbors, by the way. There's something that you're already pretty good at. Work on that, sharpen that skill, make money off of that skill, off of that talent, and enjoy it. Don't run away from your talents, make use of them. Next we have number 20. Number 20, hard work always pays off. If you're getting tired, we're literally done. Hard work always pays off. It always pays off, man. You do your work. Even when things are not adding up, you do your work. You put in the hours, you put in the tears, blood, and sweat. It always pays off in the end. Always. Yeah, guaranteed. Next is to trust the process. Very near the hard work pays off. It was a podcast I was listening to by Mantle, where Georgie was being interviewed. He was talking about how some things, you can't rush some things. There's a way things have to happen, and there's a way things are going to happen for you. And you have to just relax and trust the process. Trust that when you put in this effort, this will be the result. If it's not today, it will be the result tomorrow and the next year. Allow things to take their time. I don't like that. Me, I believe I'm special and things should go in a specific way that is faster than most folk, but that's not life. Trust the process. Trust the process. And finally, gratitude. Have a heart of gratitude throughout. Have a heart of gratitude through it all. Whenever I am at my lowest, I always remind myself that there's still a lot to be grateful for. And the days I say, today I'm not even going to complain to God once. I'm just going to say thank you. And it just lifts the burdens off your shoulder. It opens doors for more blessings. So there's always something to be grateful for, and live a life of gratitude. Always. Yeah, those are my 22 lessons at 22. It feels very weird saying 22. I feel like I'm finally growing up and I am not a fan. I feel like now I'm expected to be an adult. I didn't approve of this message. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying Vlogmas. I hope you picked a few lessons from this video. In the comment section below, please do let me know what your favorite lesson I've shared is, and also share some of your favorite lessons in the comment section below, please. It will mean the world to me. As always, do give this a like, comment, as I've said, share this on your Insta stories, share this with your friends, anyone who might need to hear something here. And if you have not already, please do subscribe to my channel. It really supports me and helps me grow and pushes me to create more content. And I will see you in the next video. Vlogmas, I'm just pumping video after video after video after video. I don't know if you're tired, but I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep entertaining. Anyway, see you in like the next few hours for the next video dropping, and then every other day. And I love you so much and I appreciate you. As always, do not forget to be kind, be loving, and keep repping. I love you.